I need everybody on the count of 3 to pump that shit. 1, 2, 3. Pump that shit. Pump that shit. Pump that shit. Alright, what is up, everybody? What is up? We're going to find out why the hell ICP's not moving. Should it be moving? Where it's going to be moving to. Before we do start the video, click that subscribe button. Let's get it. Pump that shit. Bitcoin is at 101k. Can you believe it? Even my ETH bags are starting to cure my depression. But guys, we need to find out why the hell number 38 now, ICP, is only up 9% for the day. Now, we've got some big resistance levels for ICP. However, they are quite far away. So, is ICP lagging? Is it going to get any gains? Are we absolutely effed with our ICP bags? Or is the pumpy time around the corner, guys? Now, I wanted to draw this to your attention before we do start, guys. We made a sell in May, go away video on the 1st of May, actually. And I basically said, don't sell in May. Because only 50% of all Mays have been red. That means 50% have been green. So the sell in May, go away. People just like to make rhymes and run with it. So right now what we're seeing is an absolute lockout rally from Bitcoin and potentially for our altcoins. We'll get into the Bitcoin dominance chart in a minute. Now, very crazy scenes. A lot of people are shorting the market. 500 million in the past 24 hours has been liquidated, or it will be liquidated, guys. Because when you go and you check out CoinGlass, I mean, over the past 4 hours, the majority of these positions are getting shorted on these different exchanges, right? So 243 million over the past 4 hours. Crazy short squeeze going on. And look, 80%, 90%, even 100% on Bitfinex. Shorts are getting wrecked. Now, it will be time for our altcoins to have the run that we've been waiting for, guys. It will be time. Not yet, though, because we still have key levels of support on the Bitcoin dominance chart to fail, right? So until we do start to fail like 64 and 60%, then, you know, we're not really going to get those crazy altcoin gains that you and I have been waiting for, and especially the ICP gains that we all have been waiting for, guys. But right now, you're starting to see the bullish trend turn bearish on the 4-hour. Source is CryptoCap. Now, guys, we won't spend too much time on all of the Twitter stuff today. Let's just look into the charts. We look on the daily, and again, go revisit the past video for a little recap if you would like to. We did say that on the weekly and the higher time frames, the MACD was actually ready to flip bullish. Let's actually turn it to the weekly so you guys can see what I'm talking about, right? We said we had reduced bearish momentum for the MACD, and a bullish cross was literally on the cards, right? Coming up in the next few weeks to months. And now here we are back at $5. But it does feel like we've been at $5 for a very long time, guys. So where am I expecting ICP to go to over the coming weeks if Bitcoin can continue its bullish price trend, or Bitcoin stalls and Bitcoin dominance continues to fall? Now, again, many of you guys are going to see it. You're going to see what I see. $6 is going to be a key level of resistance. We've got a change of character in the charts at around $6.21. So we got two levels, two big resistance levels for ICP for us to be breaking. So we can say, right, maybe over the coming couple days, maybe end of the week, we're going to push here, okay? Push here, find some resistance. If we break through it, that is going to be fantastic. And I'm going to be targeting around this range here at around $7.50. Now, once we do reach this, obviously by then the MACD would have flipped back bullish. Remember, we're still net negative on the MACD on the daily time frame. So even though, like, if you zoom in, this looks like, oh my god, right, we're getting super high on the MACD, we're actually not. We're just about to reach neutral again, and then again we can have really big pushes up into overbought territory, which could then bring us up to the upper areas of the trend line, guys. We've been looking at this trend line for a little while now. Remember, it's going to be a very, very big level of resistance for us to be breaking. If we can break out of this trend line, that's going to be fantastic, but I do think a big take profit is going to be around $10, right? A lot of people would have been buying down here, all the ICP maxis buying at $4. Maybe some don't even need too much of a gain because they've bought so much, right? So big level of resistance around $10 after we've broken these two levels. But what is crazy right now is that Bitcoin is just completely locking everybody out. And I was making some tweets. I've been tweeting like a madman today, saying all these accounts that have been fearing people out of their bags need to be held accountable for, because it's just not cool when people are just doom posting based on their emotions. And it's funny, it's funny how times can change, because we've been tracking all of the fear baiting stuff coming out in mainstream media, on Twitter as well. But US government selling at lows, German government selling at lows, Mt. Goxford at lows, WW3 at lows, tariffs being introduced right at the low, and now all of a sudden trade deals are happening, right? I don't really think that this pump has too much to do with some of the news that's been coming out. Yeah, we've been having some trade deals like India. I think he's announcing something with the UK as well. But really, Bitcoin historically hasn't really needed news articles to pump it. And a lot of the time, the news pumps or the Trump pumps give their gains back pretty quickly. So it's really nice to see that Bitcoin is actually trying to retest the all-time highs, or over 100K, without any major news coming out, which is fantastic. But we need this to happen, guys. We need to be losing our 100 MA on the 4-hour, and even lower, our 100 MA on the daily. Okay, so right now we're finding a level of support. Let's actually go back to the 4-hour chart. We're finding some support at the 4-hourly 100 MA. Okay, and hopefully this breakout from this falling wedge that we've been tracking turns into resistance. And if we do start to maybe push up, and then we get a push down and we can lose this 100 MA, that's going to be really, really good for our altcoins, guys. Now, not only that, Total 3 is looking like it wants to break out of this major resistance zone that we've been tracking. And unfortunately, all the people that have been waiting for lower prices may not get it. So we were getting stupidly cheap crypto prices over the past few months, guys. It's been really, really good. I said this in a video that I posted earlier. All the green zones historically have been the fib levels for a bottoming after a massive pump, right? Correction, bottom. And so far, third time's a charm. We found a bottom here, guys. So once we can break 850 billion, as we did say yesterday's video, then that's going to be really, really good for us, and really, really good for the total crypto market cap, guys. And for all of you guys who, you're super zoomed into the charts, you want to know what's going to be happening over the next couple of days, you can look at the shorter term time frames. Again, you know me, I don't really like looking at the 15-minute chart. I do the daily and the weekly, sometimes 4-hour. But we've actually broken this trend line that we've been in for the past couple of weeks now, probably more than a couple of weeks. When is that? The end of April. So it's been maybe like 2.5, 3 weeks we've been in a downtrend, and now ICP is showing some signs of strength, guys. So again, psychological level is going to be $5. That's just how it is. But initially showing good signs of strength, and if we just take our trusty old fibs, we can say that was the bottom around here. Now we're between the 0.5 fib and the 1618, so probably about $5.08 is going to be a key level of resistance. But once we do break this high at $5.47, surprise, surprise, the 1618 is around $6, which we literally just said is going to be around the change of character in the chart, guys. So shorts are getting liquidated, whales continue to accumulate. We looked at the ICP whale accumulation addresses, and they were pumping in the last video. It looks like they knew something, and it looks like they did not care about the bearish sentiment in the market, guys. So to help ICP over $5, click that like button, leave me a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Pump that shit.